Hello everybody, Raven Knight here, and welcome to another monthly update video. Before we go into the updates, there's something I want to say. Last month, on August 10th, I released a video where I told you guys that I was in a very sticky financial situation. I wasn't going to be able to pay my rent. I was looking at a very, very scary, very unfortunate set of circumstances. And I made the video just to tell you the situation and to explain what might happen as a result. I didn't expect anything from you guys other than thoughts and prayers and an encouraging comment here and there. But what blew my mind was what y'all did. I say at the beginning of all my monthly update videos that this channel could not go on without you guys, and last month you proved that. Genuinely, there was a moment where I thought I would have to back away from the channel and just kind of put it to bed. But you guys came through in ways I couldn't imagine. Not only did I get a bunch of donations and several streams, not only did so many of you actually go to my Teespring store and Patreon page, but you all were just so encouraging. I got so many DMs in Discord, comments, emails, even a few text messages from people who were super encouraging, super helpful, just wanting me to know that you had my back no matter what happened. It actually brought me to tears a few times because I was just not expecting that kind of response. So the reason I'm saying all that is this. I want to give you the good news. While I'm not out of the hot water yet, I'm still not necessarily out of these woods, I'm doing far better than I was before, and it is largely because of what you guys have done. I don't mean just financially. Those of you who couldn't donate financially, look, I get it. And I never expected everyone to. But just the encouragement you offer, just words of positivity, prayers, even if it's just, hey man, I can't give you anything, but I just want to support you, that meant more to me than you realize, because I honestly thought people were going to blow this off. Some people did. I got a few comments from people saying that they were. But you know what? This community, it's more than I could have ever asked for. And the good news is that I'm not giving up on the channel. We're going to keep going as long as we possibly can. I may not be able to upload as frequently, and I may have to do smaller videos every now and then to make up for, not doing bigger videos all the time, like more writing-based stuff, obviously. But the channel's still going to be very much alive, and thank you guys so much for being part of it. You are a tremendous community, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you did for me last month and are continuing to do. If you're out there and you're hearing all this for the first time and you'd like to donate, there are ways. I'll leave in the description the links to my Patreon and my Teespring store. You could go check those out. There's no obligation, but if you want to check it out, they are there. So thank you guys so much. And also, I do want to give a shout out to my buddies Jay and Hannah. I introduce them all the time in every update video, but I really do need to do that here. Both of them were so helpful and instrumental in supporting me these last few weeks. Hannah and Jay, if you don't know them, they're the artists who really help support me on this channel. They make outstanding artwork. They both have Instagram pages you can check out. I'll leave those links in the description. Go give them some love. They do phenomenal work. And even though they're going through their own tough times right now, they've been helping me out amazingly. So thank you both so much. And of course, I also want to thank my buddy Havok, who is another YouTuber you probably know if you play For Honor. Great guy, great friend, by the way. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. He's also been very supportive and encouraging in this time, and I just can't thank him enough, so thank you, Havok. And I want to shout out a few other people, but we'll be here forever. I want to shout out Aaron. I want to shout out Mal. I want to shout out all the people who talk to me constantly in the Discord server. You guys are incredible in ways you don't even know. So thank you all so much. All right, enough of the sappy stuff. You're here about the updates, right? So I'll keep this very brief. I don't want to go on forever, so let's get all the bullet points out of the way. This would normally be the time where I tell you guys about my streaming schedule. I can't guarantee a streaming schedule this month, just because, like I said, I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm going to be having to work a lot more, which means I don't know how energized I will be to do streams on the regular. Now, my brother should still be able to do his normal Baldur's Gate streams on Wednesday. But as for me, I don't know when and how much I'll be able to stream over the next few weeks. I'll try to stream as often as I can. I don't know what I will stream though. And until my throat is fully 100%, I don't feel comfortable doing a lot of reading streams yet. So we'll just see what happens. But know that I will be streaming as often as I can when I can. Okay? Cool. Now, For Honor. New season of For Honor is kicking off this month. I will be there for the Warriors Den. I've already set aside a day off so that I can do the Warriors Den with you guys. Really excited for the new season. I actually really like Sohei. I know he's still not a fan favorite. I know people still have problems with him, but I think he's really fun and really entertaining and unique. I've been enjoying him, so I think he was a win. I'm looking forward to what's coming in the next few seasons. As we get closer to Spoopy Month, I'm looking forward to whatever the Halloween event is. I've heard a few rumors, but I don't want to say anything without further confirmation. So, hey, really excited for what's coming in For Honor. Speaking of For Honor, The Legend of Nibbles finally came out. I finally got that done. Thank goodness that's behind me. So now we only have 3 more characters in the roster to give legends to. And then after that, I've hit everyone, and then I'll have to rethink new legends for everybody, right? That'll be a lot of fun. So very excited for what's coming. Can't wait for the future of For Honor. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, I can tell. Really great job with For Honor, guys. Dead by Daylight. Castlevania has come, and while I may not be the biggest Castlevania fan, I'm a huge Dracula fan, and guys, let me be real, Dracula may have just become my new main. He is so much fun to play. I've had a ball trying him out. His powers are unique, versatile, his appearance is great, and his voice, come on, that's Crispin Freeman, okay? You can't go wrong with Crispin Freeman doing Alucard, or Dracula in this case. So, really cool job, really loved playing it. Keep watching, I'm going to be playing that a lot more. Also, another side note, I'm going to be doing an updated video on my original killer concept, the Mother. Not only have I been rethinking her powers and perks, but I've created icons for each one. So I'll be making a brand new video where I talk about her powers and abilities and how I try to make her balance in the game. So really excited to release that video. Got a lot of stuff in store for Dead by Daylight. It's going to be great. Really excited for it. Stay tuned for that. Rainbow Six Siege. I'm pretty much done making content on that, other than the occasional stream where I talk about the problems I have with the new season or new operators. But as far as I'm concerned, Rainbow Six Siege is kind of dead to me. They ruined one of my favorite characters, which makes me very sad, and I'm not a big fan of what they're doing with this new character that's coming out. But otherwise, I'm just kind of done with it. It's just no longer a game that I really find any enjoyment in, so don't expect any more content on that. Unless you really, really, really want to see it, I'm probably not picking it up again. Just not my thing anymore. All right, next topic. Black Myth Wukong. I've been playing that a lot, really having a great time playing it. It's phenomenal, such a great game. The graphics, the fighting styles, the mechanics, the items, the way it just feels incredible. And as a huge fan of Journey to the West, it's just everything I could have asked for. It is so much fun. And you know what's funny, guys? I did a response video not too long ago where someone was trying to claim that the game lacked diversity because there were no women. I've gotten to chapter 3 in the game. I've seen like a couple women now. So apparently they didn't play very far into the game. It's really great. Definitely pick it up. It's worth trying out, at least for a little while. I'm still going to be grinding it. I don't know if I'll stream it anymore. The last few streams I've done with it haven't been that great, but we'll see. If y'all want me to stream it some more, I will bring it back. But for now, I've just been kind of playing it myself and kind of getting a feel for the game and enjoying it. So we'll talk more about that later, but just know, really fun game. I love Black Myth Wukong. On to other updates. This last month, we had the update to Genshin Impact and the Notlon expansion. I know that I don't make a lot of Genshin Impact content, and I don't necessarily plan to unless y'all really want me to or have a request for me to. But I've been enjoying that. I was playing it with Hannah not too long ago. It's a really fun region, a really fun update. I'm excited to explore it a little bit more. If you guys are at all interested in me doing content on that, let me know. I will take the time to put together what I can. But otherwise, that's all I have to say about that, really. But hey, that is an update that I do enjoy and that came out last month. But now on to what's coming this next month. Space Marine 2 is coming out this next month. And before y'all ask, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, yes, I will be playing it. You might not see me for a while. I will be playing that a bunch. I'll try to stream it if I can. And I will also be taking a short break from For Honor while I enjoy that, most likely. I mean, I'm not going to go away from For Honor, obviously, but, I mean, Space Marine 2, it's something I've been wanting to play for a while, so really excited about that. Very much pumped, so look forward to that coming in the future. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Well, you know what, guys? I think that just about covers all the major updates for the channel, so now that we're done with that, you know what time it is. It's time to do the jingle.
I've seen unspeakable horrors, and I know pain. It's time for the question of the day.
That's right, guys. It is time for the question of the day. And I'm so glad that you guys went to my post and gave me your questions, because I got a lot of really good questions. So good, in fact, I had to pick two. I couldn't decide between these two to answer, so I'm going to answer two questions today, and I'll keep it as brief as I possibly can, though these are very good questions. Question number one comes from MK Demigodzilla Warrior, what a name, by the way, who says, so in your opinion, should people be looking up to superheroes as role models, despite the fact that they express their morals through their crime fighting? I ask this simply because of Matt Pat's last film theory, stating that there aren't actually good role models, simply because they have to show their morality through violence. Mostly his words, not mine. May have paraphrased it here and there since it has been a while since I've seen that video and I really don't want to rewatch it. Okay, this is a good question and I'll be happy to answer it. Now, first of all, I haven't seen Matt Pat's video that you're talking about, so I don't know what he said. I can only respond to your question here. And the question here is, should superheroes be seen as role models despite the fact that they express their morals through crime fighting? And supposedly Matt Pat said that they show the morality through violence. Well, let me say this about that. I think that's the wrong way to look at superheroes as role models. The way I would look at it is this. We do not love superheroes because they fight crime. We love superheroes because they uphold justice. The way I've always looked at superheroes is well, before I get into that, let me say this. When I see something wrong, when you go down the street, you see something bad happening, you see an obvious wrong taking place, don't you have a desire to do something about it? Isn't there a desire in your heart to do something? Call the police, shout for help, tell them to stop, get involved yourself, don't you have a desire to do something? That is your inner desire to see justice done, to see right be done. Superheroes are people with the power to not only want right to be done, but to bring right, to stop the violence, to stop the evil. They're there to prevent bad things from happening. They're there to combat the wrong in front of them. So the way I see it, they're not expressing their morality through violence. They are moral individuals who are trying to uphold right in the face of wrong. Now, if you have this argument that we shouldn't look up to them because they use violence to stop wrong, then all I can say is, what is your alternative? See, that would be my question to Matt Pat, if that is in fact what they say. If their argument is we shouldn't look up to superheroes because they use violence to right wrongs, then what is the alternative? What do we do in the face of wrong? See, we should look up to superheroes not because they necessarily defeat bad guys or fight crime, but because they uphold justice even when it's not easy to. Superheroes are constantly facing very difficult and dangerous threats because that's the right thing to do. Sure, we may not always face world-ending calamities or violent crimes, but we are capable of looking at something that is clearly wrong and saying, look, this is wrong and I need to do something about it. See, it's not about the fighting of the crime that we look up to them for. It's about upholding principles and justice and honor and valor. That's what we look up to superheroes for. And if anyone ever says, you only look up to them because they fight bad guys. No, that's not why. I mean, fighting the bad guys is cool because they're capable of it. But what I value in a superhero is not that they fight, but that they stand for something. That is what I think matters. So do I think that superheroes should be looked on as role models? Yes, I do. I think they should be. The superhero needs to be written well. Because think about it, we've always had heroes as role models, even before the superhero industry. Look at the heroes of myth. Heracles, Beowulf, all these heroes from our mythologies and legends. They're people who we look up to because of the things they stood for and did and accomplished and overcame. That's the beauty of having a role model. You don't have to agree with everything they do, but understanding what they stand for, that's something bigger. So that's my answer to that question. And then the second question from Joel Modlike 9227, and I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Does the connection between your channel and For Honor bring you more good or more harm? What are the positives and negatives? Wow, that's a good question. So the reason I want to answer this one is because I do think it's something that has been weighing on my mind a lot lately. I think that the answer is yes and no to that. It does bring good, but it also brings harm, and I'll explain why. There's a lot of good to it. Through my YouTube channel being largely about For Honor, I've managed to build a large community as a result. I've made new friends and connections through me playing For Honor on a YouTube channel. I've gotten to meet new people like Havok. I've gotten to get early access to stuff before thanks to having a large YouTube channel. I've gotten to explore new things about For Honor's lore and share it with you guys. I've gotten to have a voice in the For Honor community. There is definitely a lot of good that has come from it. But there are negatives. For one thing, there's an expectation. When you're a For Honor YouTuber, there's this expectation that you're going to be really good at the game. I won't forget this. Just a couple weeks ago, I released a video where I was fighting a light spammer and getting destroyed because I'm not a great For Honor player. I'm not good at countering light spam or light parrying. So I was getting destroyed, so I showed the video where I countered by using light spam of my own, and I thought people would find it funny that when a light spammer gets light spammed, he can't handle it. But I got quite a few comments from people saying, just parry, why don't you parry? I was expecting you to do something cool here, man. And I was shocked because I was like, y'all know I'm not that great at the game, right? There are also moments where I play the game and people will message me after I lose and say, gosh, you're bad. Why are you a YouTuber? You know, there's this expectation that people think I'm going to be really good because I have a YouTube channel, and I feel bad because I can't meet those expectations. I'm not Havok. I'm not John DeLiner. I'm not Freeze. I'm not Marco Yolo. I'm not these people who understand the game in and out. There's also the fact that all of my opinions will be scrutinized. I may be an expert in the realms of stuff like history and writing, but game mechanics, I'm not. I don't know much about that. So if I give my suggestions about, hey, I think that this would make this character work better, I get a lot of comments saying, no, dude, you just don't understand what you're talking about. You just don't know what you're talking. And then it's like, okay, and there's a stigma behind that because I am a YouTuber. I have a voice. I have a platform. And then the other big thing is because of For Honor being the primary thing that this channel is tied to, it makes it hard for me to do other things. My writing videos get very, very, very little attention. My Dead by Daylight videos get very, very, very little attention. It's not a bad thing. People are going to watch what they want to watch, but it does. But I've had people say, "Aren't you a For Honor channel? What are you doing this stuff?" You know, I've gotten those comments before, and so there are negatives. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not even saying that I regret it 100%. But what I am saying is that yes, being largely a For Honor content creator on YouTube has its ups and downs. I'm grateful to be in the For Honor content creator community. I'm grateful to be counted among people like Havok and John DeLiner and others. I'm very grateful for that. But there are downsides, and even Havok and I have talked about how sometimes it can be difficult. If we want to break from For Honor, it's hard for us to just jump into a new game for a while because you've got to build up an audience for that, and sometimes that can be tricky. But I hope that answered your question. Those are some good questions, guys. I really appreciate them, but that's all the time we have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Let's have a great September.